What is up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever episode of Shootin' the Sith. Episode 1, if you will. It's a show for Star Wars, all about Star Wars, all kinds of Star Wars. We're talking movies, we're talking comics, we're talking cartoons, we're talking TV shows, we're talking Disney, we're talking cosplay, we're talking tattoos. I cannot wait. I am very excited to be here. I am your host, Mr. Tim Tabal. You might know me from many other shows. I am all over the place, and I'm very excited. I don't have a co-host as of yet, but I think I'm going to need one soon because it's a little weird being on here by yourself. But I'm going to do the best I can. Like I said, please comment, please welcome, please share me out, please spread us all over the world. I wanted this show to get big. I want to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. Let's get down to it right away with something I like to call, because I'm not going to lie, the Spider-Man trailer debuts in about an hour. I want to make sure I see it. But let's start with, of course, what we like to call Star Wars news. This week, last Friday was Star Wars Disney Day. It was very exciting. We had a lot of stuff debut, including the Boba Fett trailer. The Boba Fett TV show, the Book of Boba Fett, comes out next month. It begins. I am very excited about this show. It is a gangster show. It is a Star Wars show. It looks, it feels, it has that Star Wars oomph to it. That's my daughter screaming, by the way, in the background. Just so you know. So you don't think I'm torturing anybody here. That's just her screaming in the background. I am very excited about this show. What can you say? What can you say about Dave Filoni? What can you say about Jon Favreau? What they've done for Star Wars in the past couple of years? They've resurrected it. They've brought it back to the mainstream and making it feel like it should feel. And you can't deny that. Excuse me one second. I have to share those. I also have to share the show out to make sure enough people get to see it. Yes, so I'm very excited about the show. Anybody want to talk about the show, you let me know. But before we move on, the big news came out today, or the last couple of days. Patty Jenkins, she brought to you my favorite movie she ever did, Point Break. She also did Hurt Locker, and she most recently did the 2 Wonder Woman movies, which I'm not a fan of. Got to be completely honest with you. Don't like the Wonder Woman movies. Not even the first one. I know people can jump on my ass about that. I wasn't really a fan of the first one. And the second one is the single worst thing that ever happened to my eyeballs. Wonder Woman 84. I'll never forgive her for that. So once you hear that she's doing Rogue Squadron, I was a little upset. I'm not going to lie. I was a little upset about this, and I was a little weary. But I've also given her the benefit of the doubt because she has made, like I said, Hurt Locker, Point Break, some really great stuff. So, creative differences as far as between them and her and Lucasfilm goes, I see it. I can see it honestly because we've seen it before. This is just a repeat of Han Solo. This is a repeat of Rogue One. But what are you going to do? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this because I don't like Wonder Woman. I didn't like the first one. I don't like the second one. I hate the second one, as a matter of fact. Hate it with a freaking passion. I hate that movie. It's disgusting. It is horrible. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen with my eyes. So as far as Patty Jenkins not getting the nod that she needs to make a movie like Rogue Squadron, I can tell you I'm perfectly okay with that. Other news we had again, I don't know if this is good news or bad news. Kathleen Kennedy, president of Lucasfilm, was re-upped for 3 more years. I have mixed feelings. Mixed feelings about this. I do. Frank, you found the new show, Frank. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let's have somebody to talk to, Frank. We can put our differences aside for this show. Kathleen Kennedy was re-upped for 3 more years as president of Lucasfilm. A lot of people aren't happy with this. They are against her being re-upped because they do not like the direction that Lucasfilm has gone in as far as episodes 7, 8, 9, cancellation of certain other shows, cancellation of certain other things. Gil, what's up, brother? Why don't you come on, Gil? I need someone to talk to on here. I didn't realize how hard it would be to do a show by yourself. Really didn't. Anyway, I have a mixed bag as far as Kathleen Kennedy goes. I don't like the fact that she was trying to focus everything on women have to be the main of every single thing. They got to be the good guy. They got to be the bad guy. They got to be this. They got to be that. Just make a good character. I don't care what they are. Just make a good character. Make a good story. Make a good goddamn movie. But I mean, you can say she also responsible for Mandalorian and Boba Fett. Why don't she get the credit for that? She's not going to get the credit for that. She's going to get all the shit, not the credit. That's fine. Whatever. 3 more years. I'll be okay with it because these Disney Plus shows look absolutely fantastic. Boba Fett looks beyond good. So yeah, I'm okay with Kathleen Kennedy. As far as Rian Johnson, now there's also a story coming up that he's having creative differences with whatever the movie he was planning on doing, which I'm not even sure what that is at this point. Again, Rian Johnson, as far as I'm concerned, do we give him another shot? I don't know. Last Jedi, not really one of my favorites. Not a bad movie, just weird. Complete different direction, complete left turn. Am I okay with it? We'll get into that. We're gonna deep dive every movie eventually, but I didn't want to start the show out with just jumping into movies, jumping into all the usual stuff that other shows talk about. I want to get into cosplay, tattoos, all that fun stuff, because you can see I have plenty of tattoos, especially Star Wars ones. So yeah, that's going to be fun too. Let's get into real quick the Book of Boba Fett trailer. Anybody else seen it besides me? Of course you have. Everyone's seen this trailer. Boba Fett, straight up gangster in this, but this is a gangster movie. This is the Goodfellas of the Star Wars universe. He ain't taking no shit. He's taking over Jabba's throne, taking over Jabba the Hutt's businesses. Absolutely love it. It's a great way to go, a great direction to take him. And we got to remember one thing: Boba Fett technically is not a Mandalorian. He wears the armor. He looks like one, talks like one, acts like one, but he's not one. So some people have a problem with the old Mandalorian, wouldn't want to be, lead of the underworld, so to speak. But he's not a Mandalorian, man. He's not in it for their glory. He wants money. He wants power. I think it's awesome. The second part of the big news on Disney Plus Day on Friday was the Obi-Wan Kenobi television show. We were supposed to get a trailer. We didn't get a trailer. No trailer. We did get a sizzle reel, though. Sizzle reel revealing some cool concept art, revealing some cool footage. And the big news, the big concept art was Obi-Wan Kenobi getting his rematch versus Darth Vader during this show. I have a problem with this. A lot of people might not have a problem with this. I have a problem with this. Simply because I don't want to see them fight in this show. If it's a forced vision, if it's a dream, if it's just something that's going on, I am perfectly okay with that. If it's something that actually happens, I do not want it for one simple reason. And that simple reason is it takes away from their fight in episode 4. It absolutely does. It's not as powerful. It's not as meaningful. And the best part is even Darth Vader says it to Obi-Wan, when I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am a master. It made perfect sense. He was the learner when he left episode 3, got chopped in half, and then now he says he's the master. I agree with that. You have them fight before episode 4, it completely takes away from the original trilogy. And that's one major problem I've had with Disney as far as the new movies, is they're kind of negating the original trilogy, retconning a couple things, moving a couple things around, changing a couple things. And a lot of that I'm not happy with. I am OG. I'm not going to lie. I am straight up OG. I've been there since day one, 77. I want them to stop retconning the original trilogy, stop doing stuff like this. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. If it's, like I said, if it's a 4-stream, some kind of vision, I'm okay with that. Perfectly okay with that. That's pretty cool. But the fact that Hayden Christensen will be back as Darth Vader, I am also very excited. Let's give the guy another chance. Let's give him a shot. He took a lot of shit for the originals, for this prequel trilogy, I mean. Give the guy a chance, man. Come on. I mean, really. The guy's an icon now. So one of my favorite things is when you meet somebody of a different age, my generation's all going to say the originals are the best. You talk to a 20-something-year-old, 30-something-year-old, they're going to say Revenge of the Sith is the best. And they're going to go episode 2, episode 3. Are these kids going to say that their trilogy is the best of the trilogy? No, they're not going to say that because it's not the best trilogy. And if they do, they're crazy and you're raising your kids wrong. So basically, you can have your opinion on what you like the best, what movie you like the best, but you can't take away from the originals anymore. That's got to stop. It's got to stop. It can't be done. Well, I even had the banners. I had the banners made up. I didn't use them. Oh, that sucks. Anything else in this Sizzle reel was pretty cool. Look, the concept art looks great. The fighting looks great. And there's one scene that I am praying to get is Obi-Wan realizing that Darth Vader is still alive. There was a scene in a book. There was a Darth Vader book that came out a couple years ago. Dark Lord of the Sith, it was called. The ending scene was Obi-Wan following Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru with a baby Luke, following him around. He ducks into a cantina, looks on the TV. Bam, there it is. Darth Vader alive and well. And he realizes that it's him. It's Obi-Wan. It's Anakin. Oh, my God, how's he alive? How did he become this monster? Qui-Gon talks to him, calms him down, tells him he's got to learn this, that. Phenomenal scene. I want them to include that scene in this television show. I can't wait for that. If that scene is in this show, my mind's going to get blown. Completely blown. I love it. I can't wait. Other than that, no good news. No other than that. I have a fun little thing I want to do. I've been waiting to do this actually for a while. I bought this quite on. Raul, what's up, man? What does Frank say? Frank, I like Star Wars, but I'm not into as much as Harrison Ford is going to be included in anything in the future. Raul, my friend, I was afraid that Disney making a decision on effect. I don't like it at all. I like the prequels, Disney. Yeah, Raul, I'm not a Disney hater. I love The Force Awakens. I think The Force Awakens is a great movie. I have no problem with it. The story they went after there is a little suspect for me. But I don't hate any of them at all. And I will never hate any of them at all. But that's going to be a whole nother show. The boss is here. Boss, I finally got the Wi-Fi working, boss. Doing my best. And I realized something, boss. You need a co-host. It's just me talking. That's no fun. Plus, I don't like the camera all close up in my grill like this. I like it when it's pushed back when you have somebody else on. So I think the hunt for a co-host is going to have to begin. Or we're going to have a rotating window of co-hosts coming up soon. But I've been waiting a couple weeks for this. I received this a couple weeks ago. I'm going to call this the TikTok made me buy it segment of the show. TikTok, as you all know, is an addicting platform of social media. I like all the wacky videos. I like all the crazy stuff. I am a victim of TikTok also. I do make my own crazy, wacky videos every now and then. But on TikTok, I saw they had this Dr. Squatch soap, supposed to be fantastic smelling, all natural. It makes you smell for days, and it's magical, and it makes your nether region soapy and fresh. And I bought 1 or 2 bars. It was all right. It wasn't bad. But then they hit you with the Star Wars. They hit you with the Star Wars boxed set. And I have the box right here. We're going to open it right now. So let's do that. It's very pretty, by the way. So join me while we do this. Wow. See, it's a very nice box. As you can see, Star Wars, Dr. Squatch, soap bars, handcrafted, sport-specific bulk. A Disney logo in the corner. Wow, interesting. I'm not going to say how much it costs because, honestly, I don't remember. As I said, it was so long ago, and this show was supposed to happen so long ago, I don't remember how much I paid for it. But, I mean, it's in a really nice little box that you open up, which I just opened this way. Now I can't do it again. Live, baby. Oh, here we go. Ta-da! Then we got Obi-Wan, Yoda, Darth Vader, and Darth Maul. And there are the 4 bars of soap. All right. This is my first time seeing this, people. So this is actually pretty awesome. So let's go. First things first. Do you want to smell like Obi-Wan Kenobi? Here it is. The Only Hope soap. So we are going to just see what this smells like. Because if it smells like Ewan McGregor, I'm all in. That's actually not that bad. And as you can see, it's got bluish tones for Obi-Wan, which is pretty cool. And doesn't smell that bad. Oh, I like it. So as far as Obi-Wan goes, Obi-Wan's pretty cool. Next we have, and underneath each, every time you pull out a piece of soap, there's their lightsaber there. That's pretty awesome. So we'll put Obi-Wan back. I don't know who the hell wants to smell like Yoda, because even on his best days, he looks like he stinks. But hey, to each his own. You open this one up. Of course, it's going to be green. These actually do smell pretty good. One bad thing I'd love to say about Dr. Squatch, by the way, they disappear quickly. Don't leave them out. The water, they dissolve really, really fast. That's one bad thing about them. Other than that, they are pretty cool. Okay, I'll give Yoda a thumbs up. If you want to smell like a little green guy, that's up to you. Me, I'm loyal to the dark side. This comes to our next one. Darth Vader, baby. Dark side scrub. I love it. I love it. $30? They paid $30 for this? Probably. Somewhere around there. This one. Oh, yeah. Black and red. Sexy. Sexy soap. It's supposed to make your balls smell good, guys. Gotta admit it. Not my favorite one. Smells like. Can't even describe it. I don't know. So far, Obi-Wan's winning this battle. Fucking good guys. I hate the good guys. I hate the Jedi, by the way. You're going to see as this show goes on, I lean towards the dark. Always have, always will. So, yeah. There it is. How come I'm doing the show solo, Sergio? That's a good goddamn question. See, I know now that I should have a co-host. Because it's kind of weird for me just talking by myself. I like bantering back. I'm better when I'm talking with people. That's why at least I'm glad you guys are commenting. So, hello there, Carolyn. How are you? Nice to welcome to the show. And here, Frank, like you said, how come you're doing the show solo? Han Solo? Funny joke. I don't have a co-host. That's why. And I have to get the show off the ground because we have some funny stuff coming up in the next 2 months that I really want to get the show going. So that's why I don't have a co-host. But it's good to have an audience. So thank you guys for watching. The final one is Darth Maul. Ruthless Rinse. And of course, we're going to have perfect. Yeah. I don't know. I got to say, I'm going to have to give this one to the Jedi. They smell a lot better, these sons of bitch and good guys. Bastards. I don't like them at all. But as far as the soap goes, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Like I said, it comes in this cool little carrying case, which I'll probably keep. I'll probably keep the boxes too, with once the soap is gone. So, do I recommend it? Sure. As of now, I do. How the soap is, I don't know. Once I use it on my balls, I'll let you know, because again, they're big on balls. Go figure. So, yeah, that's Dr. Squatch. I don't get nothing for this, people. I get no money, no nothing. So, I recommend it. I think it's pretty cool. I can't wait to use it. I'm probably going to use it tonight or tomorrow or whenever I decide to shower. So, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Where are we going from here? Where are we going from here is I'm going to talk real quick about what's going to be coming up on other shows. In a couple of weeks, it is the anniversary of the famous Star Wars Holiday Special. If you don't know what the Holiday Special is, you're not a real Star Wars fan. And that's okay. That's okay. But in between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, 1978, 79, people were screaming for more Star Wars content. They wanted it. They needed it. They had to have it. They loved it. So they came up with this idea, which George Lucas said recently he had nothing to do with, which I find kind of weird. a Star Wars holiday special. Even back then in the 70s, you couldn't just say Christmas or Hanukkah. You got to say holiday special. And the funny thing is it's all about Han Solo trying to get Chewie back to his planet for Life Day, which again is very not was it non-dynamic? What's it called? Whatever. You know, not offending anybody. So even back then, we saw what was coming with all this bullshit going on today. Anyway, it's a phenomenal piece of 1970s history, and I recommend it highly if you haven't seen it. It's on YouTube. It's called the Star Wars Holiday Special. I think you should all watch it. What we are going to do, though, me, my boy Ed from the Empire 161 show from Granny's PhD, two other shows on this network on popculturepros.com. And my other friend Jason, we are also from Granny's PhD, and also the upcoming 007 show, all about James Bond. We have the three of us are going to take edibles and watch the Star Wars Holiday Special, and we're going to laugh our asses off. And what the funny part is, you're going to get to watch us watch the Holiday Special while we're on edibles. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. I am so looking forward to that. I'm not even a big edible guy, but the fact that we're going to be watching this ridiculous amount of television, this ridiculous show, is worth watching, period. Because I am not good on edibles, people. I am a lunatic. Either I'm going to fall asleep live on the air, or I'm going to be real stupid. Or both. Hopefully both. I'm praying for both. Just for you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Second of all, coming up also, I'm going to have a lot of special guests. I have a lot of guests lined up coming. Like I said, this is going to be all about cosplay. If you go out there anywhere to any one of these websites, TikTok, Instagram, you're going to find hundreds of cosplayers of people who dress up like your favorite character, you know, for conventions or even for no reason, just because they feel like it. I have a couple of those people lined up. I can't wait. I am so excited. I'm getting a couple collectors, people who collect. I have like a really tiny collection compared to some of these people. I don't know where they get the time or the money. That's why I want to ask. So we're going to do a whole show about collecting. We're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff. And of course, my favorite part, Star Wars tattoos. I have a whole Lego Star Wars tattoo. I have all over my body, all kinds of Star Wars. The only one I can really show right here is my Tusken Raider holding a hockey stick. That's a sand person holding a hockey stick right there. Those are the only ones that I can see right now. Everything else is in places. Actually, no, I could probably pop out my porg. See a porg? That's a porg. That's right. I got a porg. You don't have a porg. I have a porg. But when your kid tells you to get a porg, you get a porg, especially back then because he was a lot cuter. So he was more funnier back then. He said, Dad, get a porg. I got a porg. So we're going to be doing a lot of talking about tattoos. If you have tattoos or whatever you want to talk about them, please feel free to come on the show. This is just the beginning. I'm very excited about this show. We're going to take it to a lot of special places. And of course, we're going to do the movies. We're going to rank the movies. We're going to deep dive the movies. We're going to do all that fun stuff. We're going to have a lot of special guests, a lot of segments that I haven't really worked out yet. That's going to be very exciting. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the first show. I know we're only 24 minutes in, but we don't have a co-host and there's no bantering. It's hard to have a full hour show, but that's okay. I just wanted to introduce myself, introduce the show, introduce our cool logo back there. Instead, if anybody doesn't know about popculturepros.com, get on there because we are phenomenal. We are a fantastic website. We have such great shows. We have such great people on this network. I am very happy to be on here. It's very exciting. It was Frank. You know Frank. Frank is the Rodney Dangerfield of Pop Culture Bros. I recommend getting a tattoo of my ex-wife. I can't do that, Frank. I hate to tell you. I can't do it. But you're a funny guy, though. It's good that we can be on here and not argue like on the other shows. See, me and Frank have a love-hate relationship. He's a Mets fan. I'm a Yankee fan. He's a Jets fan. I'm a Giants fan. He likes to poke the bear, so to speak. It's not good to poke the bear. But you know what, Frank? On this show, we can all be friends. We can all love Star Wars. We can all be together. All be one big happy family, Star Wars family. And, yeah, so if you don't like the movies, tough shit. Go watch them. You'll like them now. guarantee it. But like I said, we will deep dive into every movie. We will deep dive into the Clone Wars. We will deep dive into everything eventually. But in the beginning, I kind of want to stick to um, new stuff. I want to stick to the news. I want to stick to Boba Fett and the Disney Plus shows. I mean, we got Ahsoka coming. We got, which by the way, will have Grand Admiral Thrawn and probably Ezra Bridger from Clone Wars in it. We got Andor coming out about Cassian Andor from Rogue One. Rogue One, right there. Badass poster I got from work from Disney. It's a badass poster, man. I was gonna hang it up before the show, but didn't have time. But that's a badass poster right there. Rogue One's a phenomenal movie. We're gonna talk all about that. It's gonna be so much fun. Um, yeah, I want to get into all that stuff. All these Disney shows coming out. Acolyte. Wait, oh, here we go with Frank again. If you were streaming to the channel, I have not, but I'm thinking about it. Tim, how would you rate it from 1 to 10? Frank, I would give it a 10. I'm not going to lie. And again, I'm not getting any money for this. I'm not getting anything from Disney for this. Even though I do work for them, technically. I do work for them. I work for ABC. I work at ABC. So I kind of do work at Disney. And I do have Mickey Mouse tattooed on me. Oh my God, am I like a Disney guy? Am I like like in a cult? Maybe. I might be, but whatever. But no, as far as Joe Fargo probably was telling me Obi-Wan. Yes, Raul. Thank you very much, my friend. I do. It's hard to have without a co-host to have a full show because there's no banter, there's no back and forth. It's just me yapping, and no one's going to hear me yap for an hour. It's just not going to happen. So, but like I was saying, yeah, these shows are all going to be fantastic. Oh, but Frank, I definitely recommend Disney Plus because all the Star Wars movies, all the Marvel movies, and then you got some classics on there from when you were a kid. You know, all the classic Disney, even the stuff that was on ABC and on TV back in the day. A lot of cool stuff on there. I do recommend it. Plus, you get Hulu and ESPN with it. So, again, I don't get paid for any of that, what I just said. But yeah, I do recommend it highly. Good for you, Frank. See? Now, I should get something for that. I should call Disney and say, listen, I just got you a new subscriber. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 10, Frank. I'm giving it a 10. I would give it a 10. I give it a 10 just because it has all the Star Wars content on it. And by the way, also, if you are a nerd like me, which if you're watching this show, I'm pretty sure you are, Disney Plus has outstanding documentaries on all these shows. The Mandalorian documentaries I highly recommend. They are outstanding on the making of even the originals. They have the all the good stuff about making all these movies, everything. It is a great network. All the cartoons, Frank, when you were a kid, I know you're like a Bambi guy. You got to be a Bambi guy, right? Snow White, all those stuff, all on Disney Plus. All fantastic. I highly recommend it. But like I was saying, there's so much content coming out. To be a Star Wars fan right now is fantastic. It's a good time. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have special guests. We're gonna have, I say, cosplayers, tattoo artists who do tattoos. They're gonna talk about their favorite Star Wars tattoos they've done, least favorite Star Wars tattoos they've done. I hope I'm not on the least favorite list. um, Steve, he's behaving. Steve, he is. This is actually the kindest conversation that me and Sergio have had on a show so far. So Star Wars brings peace to everybody. Star Wars brings peace, love, tranquility to pop culture pros, boss. I'm telling you right now. But boss, I need a co-host. I need a co-host. I do. Oh no. Yeah, but now he brings his Met propaganda on here, and I will now hide that, and we will not talk about the Met propaganda. There's no Mets propaganda on this show, Frank. I hate to tell you, but yeah. So I hope everybody's going to stick with us, stick with me. We will get a co-host, probably a revolving door of co-host, if that. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of fun. Remember, the next episode, none of the next two episodes are going to be myself, Ed, and Jason popping a couple edibles and watching the Star Wars Holiday Special, which you pretty much get high watching it without an edible because it's that trippy, it's that weird and confusing. So I think doing that with an edible is going to be a lot of fun, and you guys watching us doing it is probably going to be hilarious. But again, I might just fall asleep. But watch me sleep for an hour. I think that'll be pretty funny myself. So that's coming up soon. That's coming in this month. Frank, the anniversary of the holiday special is coming up. We're gonna do the show hopefully right around that time. But if you want to watch it on YouTube, watch it on YouTube. It's the Star Wars holiday special. But the cool part about it on YouTube is it even has the commercials from the 70s on it, which is always fun to see. I love watching the old commercials from the 70s and the 80s. It's a lot of fun to watch that. And I'm gonna keep you in mind that after the initial scene, the next 10 minutes are all in Wookiee. No English, all Wookiee. That right there will tell you the kind of fun we're gonna have when we pop an edible and watch this show. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I recommend that to everybody. I recommend watching that show with us in it. It's gonna be great. I am gonna wrap it up. Half hour, I think. Half hour of me just talking, I think it was pretty good. But like I said, eventually we'll get a revolving door of co-host. We'll get more people in here. We'll get a lot of content going. We got shows coming out. The Book of Boba Fett, we will break it down episode by episode. Obi-Wan Kenobi, episode by episode. All your news, all your movies, everything you need will be right here on Shootin' the Sith as far as Star Wars is concerned. We'll also open the door to our fellow sci-fi movie franchise people, the Star Trek fans. That's right. I said it. I am not a Star Trek hater. I know we're supposed to not like each other, the two franchises. I got no problem with Star Trek. I like Star Trek. I'm a huge fan of Star Trek as well. I prefer Star Wars, but I do like Star Trek. I do want to have a friendly debate on the two shows. Get Star Wars versus Star Trek, have a nice friendly debate, and who can, what wins, who would win. Because I'm tired of hearing how the Enterprise would beat a Star Destroyer. That shit's not happening. It's not happening. So, not happening. So, right there, I'm throwing down the gauntlet that the Enterprise will not beat a Star Destroyer. It's just not going to happen. So, I am inviting, we are going to have a Star Trek versus Star Wars contest or debate. That's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, we will break down each and every movie, go deep into those movies. But first, I don't want to start that off that way. Every show starts that way. I want it to be a little different. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of whatever. What does it say, Frank? Frank is still talking down here. It takes 90 years of your life to get that one. All right, Frank. All right. I don't know where you're at, Frank, but all right. Yeah, so you know what? I'm going to wrap it up right there. I had a lot of fun already. I said I've been talking for 33 minutes. That's long enough for anyone to talk. Popculturepros.com. Follow us everywhere you can. We're talking YouTube. We're talking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Your sister's ass, like the boss likes to say. We're everywhere. We're on audio, Spotify, Amazon. We're on now. Hey, Alexa, play this goddamn show, and it'll play it, I think. We're absolutely everywhere. As far as the other shows go, last night I did Sunday night I did the A to Z program with my boy Eric Zant. He does everything from A to Z. That's what the show is called. That he covers absolutely everything. We had a lot of fun talking about infomercials Sunday. We're gonna do a part 2. Oh, speaking of which, look at this. The first ever guest to Shootin' the Sith is that same AZ I was just talking about, Mr. Eric Zant. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Welcome to the show, man. Listen, it's fucking lonely doing a show by yourself, dude. It really is.
Yeah, it is. It's not. It's not. I don't recommend it, but sometimes it can be fun.
Well, I just spoke for 33 minutes alone, and I'm already done. I did the whole show because there was no fun banter, but I was just promoting the A to Z program and how much fun we had Sunday, and information and how we're gonna do a part 2 to that show because that show was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna dive even deeper, and we're gonna have a lot more fun. And I've even done some research on some other stuff, so you got to join us. We're gonna have a blast again. We're gonna have a blast.
And Eric, real quick, since this is the debut show, give us your favorite movie of the entire thing and favorite character. I just want to know where your head's at as far as Star Wars goes.
Well, as far as Star Wars goes, I'm probably a I'm always torn between A New Hope and Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the
I always,
you're an OG, so I'm surprised Revenge of the Sith is on that list. Usually, us guys, we're original trilogy guys, but no, that's good. That's good to hear that.
yeah, I probably like A New Hope the best because it isn't just because it was the first one, but that movie's really good, and it 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 was a perfect introduction to Star Wars for everybody. That they couldn't have done a different movie, couldn't have done a different part of it, an episode. Like if they started with, say, they did start with the Phantom Menace or something. I think this had to be the first one. I really do, and I think George Lucas was smart to do this movie first. As far as characters go, I'm a Han Solo guy. I always have been. I'm a big fan of Force users. Like I love Palpatine. I love Vader. I like all those Jedi that were in the second trilogy. Episode 1, 2, and 3. And I love the Force. I love the Jedi. But yeah, I'm a Han Solo guy, just because he acts like I do. He's kind of a douche, but he's cool, and he's a wise ass, but like he's good souled, and he'll fight right to the end, But so he's a really, to me, that's who I identify most with, is him. He's a little shady.
You have some Han Solo qualities. You have some Han Solo qualities. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
You do. What show are you looking forward to the most? Are we looking at Boba Fett? Are you looking at season 3 of The Mandalorian? Are you looking at Cassian Andor? Are you looking at the Ahsoka show, the Acolyte show? So many shows coming out. If you had to pick one that you were most excited for, which one would it be?
I'd have to say first, I'm most excited for The Mandalorian because I really got into that, and I've loved everything about it so far. I think as far as Star Wars shows, that was one of the that's probably the best one to me. So yeah, I got to say The Mandalorian, and then probably Kenobi. I'm looking forward to.
I think everyone's looking forward to Kenobi.
Yeah, that looks really cool, and the Darth Maul teaser in it was really, really great. So
there was a lot of cool little teasers in there. Will we get to see that rematch? I don't know. The rematch of the Clone Wars was pretty sweet, so I don't know how they're going to reenact that. But yeah, I'm interested to see how they take the show because they're talking about a lot of special cameos. Now, don't forget, we've been told for 30, 40 years that he lived in that desert by himself, just watching over Luke. Now we're going to get to see actually what the hell he really did. But again, are you a fan of them changing stuff from the original trilogy as far as like retconning stuff? Because I was talking about it before, how if they have a rematch between Vader and Kenobi in this series, I'm not going to approve because it takes away from their fight in episode 4. So I am not a fan unless it's a Force vision or something like that. Then I'll be okay with it. If they actually fight, I am not going to be happy with that. So, what is your opinion on that?
I have to agree. I'm not going to be happy if they actually fight because that will just discount every childhood emotion, intro adulthood emotion that I've felt for that very first fight they had, because that's iconic. And it's not just the fight, it's the meeting. They finally met. It culminates everything that's happened in their lives and sets Vader off into another chapter. If they do something like that, I'm going to be really, really pissed off. So, like I said, a Force dream, a Force vision, or anything like that, cool. As long as it's noted and it's said that's what it is, I'm into it.
I agree. Eric, hang on a second because I have a very special guest coming on.
You do.
A very special guest. And the segment is called the Akbar Fact Bar. And what this is we have a special guest. He is a renowned Mon Calamari expert. He studied under the great Mitch Buchanan of California, who, as we know, was also a Mon Calamari Admiral Akbar expert when he was also not lifeguarding and being a private detective at night. So, with that being said, is his protege, the world's foremost expert on Admiral Akbar and the Mon Calamari. I give to you Dr. Jason Fischetic. Dr. Jason, how are you today? What's that drawing? I think he's frozen. Are you frozen, Jason? I think he's frozen.
Uh-oh. Carbonite?
He's frozen in carbonite, I think. But look at that drawing. That's a freaking hysterical drawing. Oh man, he's frozen though. All right, let's get him I gave him a great intro.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. There must be something going around with this internet stuff, man. I couldn't get my internet working.
Oh yeah, mine was bad.
I had this
So I
had this picture queued and everything, and the internet messed up my intro.
And I gave you a good intro, Dr. Fischetic. I gave you a great intro as the world's most expert in Admiral Akbar.
And it's true. And I did study under Dr. Mitch Buchanan, who spent most of his life as a lifeguard, and then came to the fold of the Mon Calamari way after. And what he taught me, and this is a basic fact, but this is something that everyone should know, is that Admiral Akbar is a first name. It's Jial. And Jial Akbar had a 60-year career in the military. That is 60 years in the military. That's a long time.
60.
Imagine the pension. Imagine the pension this guy had.
If they had money.
If they had money. If they had money. And the saddest thing, unfortunately, they had nothing, not even their freedom. That's why he was fighting. But the saddest thing I learned is that between when he valiantly avoided that trap in Return of the Jedi by stating, "There's a trap," my shirt, he actually retired after that. And he only came back as a favor to Princess Leia Organa. So, in a way, Princess Leia killed Admiral Akbar. And that is my Akbar Fakbar this week.
Dr. Jason, I appreciate it. I know you're a very busy man. I know you're teaching and learning the ways of the Mon Calamari and Admiral Akbar. I appreciate. Will you be coming back next week for another Akbar Fakbar?
I will absolutely. I will have another Akbar ready for the Fakbar, my friends, because this doctor never sleeps.
Fantastic, Dr. Fischetic. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. We will see you next week for your next Fakbar.
See you next week. Thank you, Eric. Nice to finally meet you, my friend.
That's right. Hey, this is the first time here, so this is great.
I had no idea it was the first meeting. That's all right.
Yeah, we'd never met. So all right. No. Well, I'm gonna bow out because I don't want to take away from the show. But thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys next week.
That's right. Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it. Yep, so that was our segment. I was waiting for them to come on because that was our new segment called the Akbar Fakbar. And he is a huge Mon Calamari fan, a huge Admiral Akbar fan. So I was kind of like waiting for him to come. I know he was putting his son to sleep. So I'm very glad he got to come on. We're going to have a lot of stupid segments like that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he's a huge Mon Calamari Admiral Akbar fan. So I asked him to please do an Akbar Fakbar. And he will have a stupid fact about Admiral Akbar every week. Well, not stupid, but, something that you may not know about him.
That's awesome. That was great.
So you know what? We are going to wrap it up because we are getting ready for a non-Star Wars event. That is the Spider-Man trailer, which will be coming on in about 10 minutes. And my kid has been going fucking crazy for this trailer. And we're going to put it on the big screen and watch it and eat popcorn and all that cool stuff.
Nice.
But
Tim, I'll bow out and let you do your thing. And I will return to Shootin' the Sith. But like I said, congratulations on the first show. Glad I could pop on and make it. I was telling Lauren in our farm meeting, I said, I got to get out of here. I got something important to do. So,
Thank you, my friend. You are welcome at all times on this show. Anytime you want, discuss anything you want. We're one big happy Pop Culture Pro family. Anytime you want to come on.
Lauren, it was for comedic purposes. She's giving me the stare right now. All right, Tim, I'll talk to you. Good luck, my man.
All right, brother. Catch you later. All right, that's what we're going to wrap up. Like I said, tomorrow night, Unsportsmanlike Conduct, football show. Myself, Steve Faraci, the boss. I don't know who else is going to be on. Maybe AMPM Dave. Maybe we'll have a revolving door around that too. Granny's PC. If you like comic books, all things comics, Granny's PC, Ed and Dr. Jason, who you just saw, host that show. We also do a New York Giants football show. We stomped you out show. We actually got a win this week. We could talk and be happy. Well, they were off this week, so nothing to be unhappy about. But they did beat the Rays the week before, which was kind of nice because wins nowadays. We've been doing this show for 3 years, and we have a handful of wins to talk about, and it's disgusting. those shows. Put in the book shows all about the Mets. I don't know if they're going to be bringing that show back. They like, off season, they're going to be bringing back every once in a while. That's all about them. Look them up on their pages. All they have pages, by the way. All these shows have pages that you can join on Facebook. Like I said, we're all over YouTube. Click the little link, like us. You'll get notifications for every show that comes on. The 4/4 show will come back soon with Dave and Align. Stream Wars hopefully will be coming back. Told you we have something for everybody. And if you don't see something you don't like, tell us. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't, but maybe we will. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very, very much for joining me on my first show. My cousin Rich, what's up, cuz? I'm so happy you came. I'm so happy you joined. Rich is one of the kids, one of the, me and him grew up with Star Wars. Me and him grew up playing Star Wars. We ended up being Star Wars. So I'm very happy that you came. Terzio, I'm not going to put your comment up because there's no sports propaganda here allowed on this show. But yeah, next week, like I said, hopefully we're going to have one of our first special guests. She is a cosplayer extraordinaire. She also has her own business. And hopefully we'll get that going. I'm also looking forward to having my tattoo guy on here, Alex. I'm looking forward to bringing him on. He's going to come on and talk tattoos. I might even get a tattoo live on the air. Yeah, that's going to happen. Maybe right next to my porg. I'll get something else. I don't know what though, but I don't care either. Yeah, so popculturepros.com. We are awesome. Watch us every show. Click it. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for letting me run my mouth for 40 minutes by myself. I'm going to get a co-host because it's a little weird doing that. But again, thank you so much. And remember, like Han Solo said, never tell